Good morning. You must forgive the mess. I'm in the little kitchenette. It's also a storeroom with a little kitchenette in the shop where I make the coffee and tea. I make them into flasks and take them downstairs, and so we've got hot beverages on tap, as it were. And I've just been trying to look inside my head, and for some reason this activity every morning caused me incredible stress, believe it or not. I don't know why. It makes me feel very uneasy. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I don't know. Get the bottles out here. Fill the water up. There's all exciting stuff in it, ladies and gentlemen. I must excuse the mess if I say it's like I've worked in many a canteen, not worked, but I mean been to many a canteen in offices and places. And anyway, why is it making me feel stressed out? I don't want to do it. I try to put it off. All I'm doing is making a bloody cup of tea. It's ridiculous. And I've realised what it is. I think I've realised what it is. It's past events in my life surrounding making cups of coffee and cups of tea in windowless, because he's got no windows here, windowless little cubbyholes that are where tea facilities are just put. It reminds me of three places. Well, a number of places actually. I've only worked for other people for 5 years of my life. Yeah, about 5 years where I haven't been self-employed. And one of them was for 3 years I did forklift truck training, and I'd never driven a forklift truck before in my life. I'd actually just went on the course, and then I was there, dropped off at different factories to teach people how to drive them, and it was crazy. And I didn't know how to drive them really. I knew the rules, I knew how to drive some of them, the normal forklift truck, but I was always terrified every time. And a lot of the places had this sort of environment. And the sound of that kettle now, I'm there again. I'm in this dark room, a messy room, and I'm back there feeling frightened because I know that within a couple of hours' time I'm going to be getting onto a forklift truck and not being able to drive it. The most embarrassing one was when I was driving this truck and I thought it was electric, and I turned it on, and I thought it turned it on, and it was making a noise, and I said, "It's not working, lads, I don't know what's wrong with it." And the bloke just said, "You've turned the indicator on." It was terrible. And another one is far more horror. I worked in a children's home for a time, and I was night staff, and this environment again, this noise, it was a noise where you were safe because you were away from the corridor and you weren't at risk of having things chucked at you, or having a knife handed over to you, or all sorts of things went on there. It just really was horrible. And I'm there again. I'm back there. But strangely, in that one, I feel safe because I'm actually in a place where, for a few moments, I'm not under threat. And I think that's what it is. So how much of our lives do we do that to without realising? How many things that we have a strange feeling, even to the point where somebody could say, "Oh, I feel really uneasy in that room." And then, "Oh, there must be something." Yeah, well, it's just that you're remembering subconsciously past events of your life. And the sound of a kettle is fine if it's actually got windows, if I'm looking out somewhere. But if I'm in a place that's got no windows like this, it takes me back to those places and I relive it. So I should stop doing it really, shouldn't I? But unfortunately it's a daily thing, and there we go. So but at least I know now. I can conquer it now, I know. So there we go. Silly little vlog. I am waffling now, but it's time to say goodbye.